We're drawing, we're drawing, we're drawing our lives away. We're crying, oh God, we're trying to draw some life today. But I stop and I wonder where I would be without imagination. It'd take me home to the morning sky. We're drawing, we're drawing, we're drawing our lives away. We're drawing, oh, drawing on every surface from here to Albuquerque, IA. Now I'm making up words as I go along. Back home. Drawing, yeah, we're drawing up a storm. Hey everybody, this is Story Grub. That's all I had planned. That was 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Now we have an hour to kill. 98 minutes left. 98 minutes in an hour, right? We're drawing. We're drawing. Today I was wanting to impress upon you the importance of having liquid in your diet. As I always say on this channel, a little bit of liquid goes a long way. And I like saying it fast like that because it makes me feel important. A little bit of liquid goes a long way. Okay? Okay. So today, we're drawing a mouse. Hello, Jensen. Hello. Simon? I'm just gonna call you Teska. Hi. Have you got any how to get in America, Europe, Germany, and all that? Absolutely. Basically, what it boils down to is money. In this country, some of us call it ducats. Some of us call it moolah. There's 1,700 ways to say money in this godforsaken land, and none of it makes sense. None of it is accurate. None of it is actually worth remembering, except the most important one, the almighty $. But basically, yeah, you want to draw a circle like this, and you, oh, he got a little something bitten off there once. There we go. Poor little guy. And then you're gonna want to come around like this again. And then you gotta imagine a face like this. And you wanna leave a little bit at the bottom there. But basically you can kind of do this too. Really bring that out. Because the classic sort of look is more like this, which I kind of prefer over the others. But then there's a dip and a lip. So you got to do the dip first, and then you got to lip the dip, basically. It's an old term it's an ancient term that the ancient artists that most of us spawned from, we picked this stuff up along the way, you know. It's the best way to make the worst of a bad situation. You don't learn from something unless you suffer, gosh darn it. So anyways, and his little lip could come down like that. And then that's when you add the little chin. You know, You don't even have to worry about it. Sometimes I draw little teeth. It's on a music stand so I can lift it up. Or down. I could even spin it around like this. Music stands are great. If you ever have the chance to get one, I highly suggest it if you're a one person production company. I can't I can't fathom what I would do if I had somebody like one freaking person to help me do stuff to get some things done. I couldn't imagine how much more I could get done. I But then you've got to draw the eye. But this time I'm just gonna do this because I'm not feeling that nose. This pen sucks. Obviously. Just it just sucks. But I just wanted you to have an idea of what to work with the next time somebody says, "Hey, draw me a monkey," and you're like, "How about a mouse?" And they're like, "No, a fucking monkey." Oh, I haven't learned how to draw a monkey yet, and then they pull out the rubber band gun and they let you have it. But remember, it's not about copying; it's about learning to copy. Oh, preferably other people's work. Believe me, I used to be a headhunter. And that's how you get head life. Head life. Okay. And then from here, I don't know. You could draw armpit hair coming off the sides. All sorts of little stuff. Or just eyes. This pen is actually 1,000 times better than the other one. I don't know why I was using that. Because now this is going to be all weird. It does give it some texture. Texture. That's what it's all about too, Jensen. I think you know this. We were talking about this last season. Do you remember when we used to walk along the lily pad paths down in Lord or Shankton's land? That guy with the crazy geese, he was a freaking madman, but he had the best trails. His land was the best place to go and trip balls for weeks and just get with it and just like learn how to live off the land and like shoot goats and stuff like that with bow and arrows. Just walk right up to him and just right there. I mean, those were the days, Jensen. Those were why can't we have those back? Why can't we get those back? And I think someone says it perfectly at the bottom. Hmm. More like a hmm. And either way, I'll take what I can get at this point. I'm not gonna cry. But I might poop my pants, so if you smell anything, just let me know. I can make it much, much worse. Oh yeah, because you can do this. This actually works way better. This pen is way better than the other one. Let's see if I can. Hello. Hello, Ricky Rat. Hello, Sean. What the hell? It just talked to me. I did. What the hell? Were you gonna say anything else? No? Okay. It's probably better that way because your voice is kind of annoying. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's what I've been told. People expect me to have a really crazy rat-like voice, but this is the Ricky Rat version of the Mickey Mouse voice. I guess that makes sense, Ricky. I'm sorry. It's just that it's gross and it makes me sick. That's okay. I get that a lot. I'm just trying to do my job. I know, I hear you. You're doing good. Thank you. What are you doing today? Oh, well, I was gonna go for a walk in the lily pad forest next to the Lord Shankton's crowded old laboratory fields of love and disgust. What about you? Oh, nothing. I'm just gonna hang out and exist. Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, it is nice. What
What's wrong?
Nothing, I kind of forgot that we were live for a second.
Oh, I didn't. I've known the whole time, because I'm looking right at them.
Oh, Ricky, you're my buddy.
I know.
Okay, I'm just gonna waste the pen. Not waste it. But I've got to draw you, Ricky. I've got to draw you.
I know. You're doing good. Pretty soon you're gonna unleash the powers of hell.
What? Huh? What?
Or nothing. Keep going. You're almost done. Keep going.
Okay, but I don't. Whatever you just said, that was kind of.
It's okay. Keep going.
Oh, you're. It looks like you're a little bit angry, Ricky. What?
Just keep drawing, Story.
Oh gosh, what have I? What have I done? What am I? How am I gonna? What in the world?
Just keep drawing, Story.
You bastard. I know your name. Your real name.
Yeah.
I wish that was darker. And then I could just do this. You know, just give him some frickin' nostrils. It's a non-copyright infringement part. Well, it's like the rat version of a mouse's version of Mickey. Like Mickey's hard to do. His voice is hard to recreate. And I just try to I pay my respects in these ways to these characters, and I want them to be as alive as they possibly can. You know, I want them to feel something. You know, I just want them to live. I just want them to exist, and I don't want them. Oh, sorry, and I don't want them to ever feel lonely, like I never tried, like I never gave them breath. That is a little lopsided right there. But the beautiful thing of this is I can just do that because it do more like this, more like that. Story. There we go. Ew. And then you could just do some teeth. Little circles. Just some little circles to fill in the gaps. Cool thing about this too is you can come back later and just add these little things. I could while away the hours, snorting up all the flowers, mingling with the dames. I could truly be invisible if only I had things to do, if I only had a brain. Oh gosh. I've been waiting to say that joke for about 14 years now, and that was my chance, and I think it was a flop. A historical flop. My little Ricky. He's coming to life. There we go. I was like really going this way with it. He's really going that way with it. There we go. Perfect. I'm too lazy to fill in the ears. Or should I? Oh my gosh. The pressure's on. Oh yeah. In order to do the Ricky, it just takes a few circles. You just gotta mingle some circles together and let them do their job. Can't be afraid to let the circles mingle. Mangle. Some little bumps, some little bumps on the. I'm gonna redo this nose. Oh, see what happens when you take the nose away? Because I don't. If you do, let me know because I don't see what happens. It looks terrifying now. It's like the Voldemort of Secret of Nim. I don't know. It's just terrifying. I don't want to look at it. Ugh. I'm gonna have to fix it blindfolded, friends. Or just shutting my eyes. How about that? Okay. Here we go. Am I doing it? I don't hear anything. Oh my gosh. For some reason, Elvis Presley's "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog" is playing in my head. Because there's no music, so my brain just has to fill in the music. And Elvis Presley's "Hound Dog" is just jamming out in my head right now. Never got around, wow. And then there we go. That's a little bit better. And that's how you do that. And then you could fill in the ears, but hi, Donna. Use your third eye, exactly. Nobody knows, but it's right. You can't even tell that I have it, but it's a little teeny scar now. It's just right there. It doesn't want to open. Sometimes it just stays really closed. It looks like a wrinkle. It looks like any other kind of whatever wrinkle on your forehead, and sometimes when people try to poke my third eye, like they'll be like, "What's going on, buddy?" It bites as well. So that's the tooth eye is what they used to call it back in the golden ages, at the golden hour of every day. They would praise it, um, worship it, and try not to get their fingers bitten off. Those were the best of times and the best of times, but that was the best summer of my life, baby. Best summer of my life. I tell you what, this is how you draw a freaking mouse. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit lopsided, but the beauty of that is that I can just fix it. But that's how you draw Mickey too. You just draw big circle, two little circles. I always do this in my own weird way, but there's a really nice way of doing it where right here usually there's like nothing. Yeah, I could make it even sharper. Oops. More like that. And that way it makes the point, it accentuates the points a little bit better. Cool. So, if you see something like this in real life, you just want to walk the other way kind of slowly. You just want to turn around and just walk the other way. If you hear the pitter patter of little feetsies on the ground coming after you, I would run a lot faster. I would run faster, for sure, for sure. hmm I hope that answers all of your questions. Let's see. Story. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, TubeU. I I was once I was once a simple person, you know, and then I realized I needed to go way simpler, and so, well, here I am. Uh, Come on, you son of a gun, give me that. I'm gonna try something here too. I'm gonna give it the eye, the happy little eye. You know, you just want to give it a happy little eye. You just want to make a little foundation for the ugly little face to rest upon and have its lovely little ugly day. You know, I think that's what art is all about. It's making ugly things beautiful, and vice versa. You know, I can't remember a time where art didn't make me either fall in love or poop my pants. Sometimes those two go hand in hand, unfortunately. Oh, that was the worst summer of my life, I tell you that much. The year was 1697. I was not gonna go down like that. But in order to get out, I had to grease myself up to fit through the pipes. And the only thing I had was my. Anyways, it gets a lot grosser, but suffice it to say, I escaped to become the man that I am today. All right, let's finish this drawing. Usually, I can even do like the R's. And you can do little tricks like that too, where you can fill in like dark spaces with symbols, letters, whatever you want, because then it keeps you from having to do the whole thing with the freaking pen. As a kid, that's why I started doing like stars and things like you could even, I could do a star. I'll do a star down here too. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. But then when you fill it in, it's just kind of there. Today was today was Thursday. You know, I went walking down by the little Pad Palm Creek trail yesterday, and you know, I have to say that I re-fell in love with this godforsaken land. I fell back in love with it. I'm not ashamed to admit it too. I I fell back in love with it, and I'm not even kidding about that. I I wanted to forgive and forget, but I couldn't forget. But I did forgive. I don't know what's happening, but I think I'm heading in the right direction. You know, when they say that nothing makes sense, it seems that everything sort of does. In moments of nonsense, anyways. You just gotta reach in and grab it. Grab it while you can. This crazy thing called life. Grab it while you can, baby. Or grab it while you can in the middle of the night. Grab it with no one hand, baby. I'm not sure what we're talking about. I think we're talking about the moon. The moon in life. I love Blight Chokum. Have you guys ever heard of Blight Chokum? That boy changed my life. I got in a car wreck and my car was upside down and I was pinned to the gravel. Well, actually, Black choke him. He came out of nowhere, flipped my car over off of me, just flipped it over with one hand and pulled me out like a little bitch, and put me out like I was on fire. He put me out of the fire, and then he threw me on the ground in the grass, and we like rolled around, and he tickled me for a minute. It was kind of funny, so that brought me back to life. And laughter is the best medicine, it turns out. And then he wrote a song about it. It became a #1 hit on the top of the pop country charts, and everybody lived happily ever after. And if that ain't the American dream, I don't know what isn't. Okay, I don't know what we're fighting for if that ain't what we're fighting for. God dang it. Living like a country boy should. Anybody else raised in the country? I'm going country. I really miss horses being outside and just chilling. Horses are cool. I've known many. I've known many horses in my own time. Gotta fix this. Actually, that looks kind of cool. I'm gonna leave that. All right. And then after this is done, I'm going to send this to somebody in the mail. Hopefully it doesn't get rubbed off by the time it gets to you, but if there's anything left on it, I would like to know. Living like a country boy should. Filling in the gaps. This is the least fun part, in my opinion. But it's a necessary price that every artist has to pay. Every artist comes to a crossroad in their life. Everybody got to fill in the gaps. Okay. Cool. Right on time for Christmas. Yes, right in time for Christmas. Right around the corner, Christmas. That reminds me of that one song. I was a lonely country boy. It was right before Christmas, 1995. I nearly got out alive. Merry Christmas to you, my darling. Merry Christmas to us. Ooh, Merry Christmas, you bloody bastard. Get off my lawn. The last part I kind of winged it. Not as good as I used to be. I tell you what, I was a killer in the 30s. Nobody could tell if I was coming or going. Most people didn't care. They didn't have to. I had a good reputation. You gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Gotta earn your keep. Okay. Here we go, you little bastard. Get over here, you little fit. Let's double this up now. Let's triple this dip. Okay. Dippity dop. Where the hell did that pen go? Is this it? No, not the sign. Did I drop it? I did. There it is. Oh, perfect. Don't ever do that, kids. Don't ever smell your pens. That was a rookie mistake. I mistook it for a flower. Don't ever do that. Not like all I did all those many years ago. Oh, it gets worse. Ricky Rat, how about that? Ricky Rat, you're going to hell today. Wait, that's the other song. That's the finale song. Okay, that's after you go on your trial and all that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Ricky, stop! I know there's earthquakes, but come on! You've got to hold yourself together for the kids. For the kids. Rock and roll McDonald's. Play rock and roll McDonald's. Okay, all right. You asked for it. Okay, here we go. 1 second. There we go. Just gotta get. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Leaving me high. I don't think that's the song. I can't remember how it goes. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll. Yeah. Mickey D's. Hey, look at these. These fries have been alive since 1975. Growing legs and crawling down my throat and coming out my eyes. And we're all gonna die from that big French fry. That reminds me of a time back when I was a kid when I ate a French fry and I choked on it. The next thing I know, I was in a flying saucer in the middle of space being shown the world. I still don't know why they did that for me. But then they sent me back after I was missing time, and I still have the damn thing in my throat, and I still have that frickin' thing in my throat to this day. That goddamn French fry. Sometimes you get handed the rough end of the stick, everybody. Ow. Well, sometimes you get the good one. Always remember that. How's my hair look? Okay, let's answer some of these questions. Oh, god damn it, earthquakes. What? Okay. Any questions? Okay, and then yeah, you can just keep going. You can even do like more little things in there, and other circles. Make it look cool. You can just do whatever you want. I used to draw these sorts of things on the big old. My mom was like some kind of nurse or something, and she would her and her friends, her and her colleagues, they had these big old whiteboards, you know, and my mom would work on the weekends, and the whole place was closed except for like her little area. So I'd go wandering through this entire facility, like Left for Dead or something like that, you know, and and then I would be drawing all these things on the boards, and these poems or whatever I would write, saying like how important those people were and how wonderful they were and how hardworking they. And then I would come back like a year later, and they were still there, like they never erased them. I think it was because they were trying to find me so they could arrest me. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that right, Gene? I think so. I'm pretty sure. I mean, wouldn't be the last time, wouldn't be the first time. It doesn't matter anymore. Here I go again, dripping at the ends, meat on bone and hair on skin, erected by your compliments, and I don't know what makes me a man. Nobles get the land, lions get the lamb, monkeys get 2 sets of hands. Evolution makes me want to dance, and I don't know what makes me a man. If you're out of shape, you hit the gym. If you're tired, then try sleeping in. If you're lazy, go get some discipline. But me, I don't feel anything, because I don't know what makes me a man. I don't have much of a chin, my self-esteem is dim. I can't believe I'm even here, singing about my chin, when I don't know what makes me a man. Difference between me and freaking mannequin is that I don't know what makes me a man. I don't know what makes me a man. I don't know what makes me a man. That reminds me of a song that I wrote back when I was sitting on the can in prison back in 1923, and you wouldn't even believe the state that I was in. Well, it was Louisiana. The state was Louisiana, and it was the best of times, and it was definitely the worst of times. It was the best summer of my life, though. That's where I got these freaking glasses, and I think that's why I just conjured out that conjuring song. Isn't that right, Gene? You remember loaning me that guitar when I had none? And I would do it again. Mm-hmm. Well, that reminds me also of a song that I wrote where I got to be. I was practicing my Michael J. Fox impersonation, and I was floating like a cupcake on the ceiling. I could not even believe what we were talking about. I totally forgot. What? This is a C. G. It's out of tune, of course. But this is a D. I need to do so much. I have written 5,000 songs with all of those chords. Sometimes I throw in a minor, like this. Oh shit. Sloppy. But it is fun. They look good hanging on a wall too. If you can't play a ukulele, it's always good just to buy one and hang it on your frickin' wall. People will love you for it. You'll thank me later. I put these little things on them so they can just hang. And they can absorb the energy and take the heat off you for a while. Take the heat off everything for a while. Excuse me. Gotta go take it down. Hello. Can I get a dog? Oh, thank you. What's your name? My name's Theo, sir. You're hired. Thank you very much. I've been looking for these. So, that's what it all boils down to, really, is respect. You know, when you're drawing a mouse, draw a freaking mouse. Don't be afraid to get in there and make it look as realistic as you can. Obviously, I've had practice. I've had a lot of time to do realism, mice. Realismo. I don't know Spanish and I don't know any other languages, but I say things sometimes with the, you know, and it gives it some clout. And I know other people on the other side of the world would agree with me because of, you know, but yeah, realismo, that's what we call it. And, you know, and that's why it looks so vicious, like it could jump off the page and just bite you in your nose right there. Oh shit, see, just tried to bite me already. It's not even, son of a bitch, I'm bleeding. I'm gonna get you for that. Let me read some of these comments. Hello, t-shirt. I was just thinking about you earlier because I saw a t-shirt and then I thought, oh, a t-shirt, and then I thought, oh, t-shirt, and then again I thought, oh, t-shirt from the YouTubes. We all got a good chuckle. And I got these glasses of a dead soldier off of Orion's belt, Nebraska. It was a war of war, my friends. It was a war of fashion, futuristic fashion that we didn't have any means of defending ourselves against. And yet, once we realized that we could take the goggles off of their faces and they were absolutely easy to beat after that. I mean, they were quite frail after you took their glasses off. They didn't even fight back, so you can just mow them down. And we did, and that's where that expression, get off our lawn, came from, because we all yelled it together. We got those damn bastards off our lawns for good. They've never stepped foot back. But now we wear the goggles. And that's how we make sense out of the mice that we draw. Because it's art, you know, it's art. When am I coming back? Well, I'm needed here. I'm needed here, on the moon, where I can actually speak with the, I'm not supposed to say, but the critters from another litter, if you know what I mean. But there's aliens on the moon, goddammit. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna beat around the basket. I'm just gonna say it for what it is. There's aliens, and I'm here as a spokesperson, as the mouthpiece. Let's just say that. for NASA, the world government. They call it Conroy. Conroy is the worst kind of name that you can think of to make it like an anagram or whatever out of a federal, world federalistic, universal federal federation. And it just, it sounds so dorky. Conroy doesn't even make sense. The art needs me. That's why I'm trying to save the moon, because the people on the moon need me too. Gee. I need to get there, and I need to help them. One second. And that's why I just wanna get out of here and come home as soon as possible, because the moon scares me. The people here scare me. I don't want to save anybody. I want out, just like everybody else. Believe me. Yeah. You know, in how every movie now there's some character where somebody's like, Johnny, and they're like, shh. That happens all the time up here. Every time I turn the corner, there's some little child going, shh. And I'm like, I get it. I was like, I thought I was being quiet. I wear slippers just to be extra quiet so I can actually slide on the floor, glide on the floor, and not have to make any kind of squeaks at all. Plus I avoid the squeaks just like anybody else. If once you learn how to avoid the squeaks of life, then you can really start digging in and having some fun. Life ain't a box of chocolates, baby. It's a bag of Fritos, and it's ready to be eaten. Let's just eat that shit. Call it a day. You know, I don't understand why people just can't come together and realize that. Kitten mittens. Exactly what I'm talking about. Kitten mittens, smitten mittens. I was bitten by a smitten kitten back when I was about 17 years old, I think. And that's how I learned how. That's how I what I that was. That's how I learned my first lesson about love. You know, love, and how being bitten by a smitten kitten is actually the best way of producing love capsules. That they come out of your back of your throat like tonsil stones, like little rice pebbles, and you can spit them out at people right in their eye. And if you get them in their eye and they land in that little area right in there, you can just soak right into their brain. And then that's how love, as far as I know, that's how love spreads, obviously. So yeah. Hey, dark Yeeps Files. After all this time, you come back here, and that's all you have to say. I'm sorry. Mom's been so freaking worried about you, man. I've been worried about you. But it's all good. Do what you gotta do. But just so you know, brother, we will be here waiting for you. We love you so freaking much. We love you so freaking. Okay, gotta get back into character here. Oh yes, that's right. I'm back in now. That's all I needed, and maybe a little water. And that's how you draw a freaking mouse. I don't know. I think my cat's clawing to get out here. What do you think, Ricky? See? He agrees. Ricky Rat. Chili cheese Fritos. I have perfect pitch. Listen to this madness. Perfect. That's not. That was judging by my senses. That's not the right pitch. Perfect. Absolutely. Oh. No. No. Oh, there we go. A little bit down. I'm sensing that I should go down a bit. That's better. That's perfectly better. I'm just gonna. Hey. All right. Let's see how good this sounds. The garden's filled with swine. They've been feeding on my mind, and the days seem so strange. They've given us a name and sent us on our way. Mother, she's so far, but we still build for the sky. It's too late to lose the shame. They've covered us in names, sent us on our way. Would you ever need to climb? If you had your wings untied, for the fates, they need you safe, so they can twist you into shape. Fill your brain with names, wash us all away. That was a song called "Don't Come to Nebraska," and if you do, stay off my lawn. It's a silly hillbilly song that I wrote back then. No big whoop. No big whoop, no big weasel. Except that where I come from, the weasels are about this freaking long, and they do shake. Ooh. Hello, Robert. Now I'm thinking about chili cheese Fritos. Yeah, I thought I heard Abigail. Hello? That video? That was fun. My mom helped me make that last video that I put out where I just imagine it was like a big monster made of like these creepy little babies, and it was attacking me. I've always wanted to film a horror, like write and like direct a horror movie. Just keep it really simple and use practical effects and shadows and, I don't know, real life blood and real life suffering, people running for their lives. Does anybody have some of that? I need some. It's been a while. I've seen all the 4 seasons of Faces of Death. I need more. It's not enough reading the New York Times. It doesn't give me my fix. I knew I should have joined the war machine when I had the chance. That's right, baby. I'd be riding rockets right into Hades if they would let me. So I was just thinking the other day about some things. And that's all. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to, I thought that was progress from last week's conversation. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. And of course, my fans thank you too. We do. Uh, it's not every day we get compliments, but usually every day we get compliments, and then we get like gold. Um, Mostly gold in the form of love hugs. You know, love hugs are better than bed bugs. There we go. Perfect. Love bugs are better than wait, hug dogs. How do they? Bed bugs are better than love hugs in the autumn of my morning after. And then you can talk about then you go on to like talk about mice and the importance of drawing realistic mice. Realism is where it's at. This was a rat that I saw. I know it's don't let it frighten you, but it is a drawing. It is not real. It's when I move it, it's not looking at you. It's me moving this. Okay, just make sure. I started drawing realism. I started getting into just doing realism, realistically speaking. Back when I don't know. I felt I was just feeling more realistic about life, and I went to Italy and I studied realismo. It's this ancient traditions, religion, and I wasn't even initiated in it. It was just that I had what it took to get in, which was a little thing and I used to unlock doors and stuff like that. So I just got in illegally, but I got in, and I learned their ways. I was in there for 17 years. No shit, Sherlock. Hmm? Goodbye, yellow brick gate. Yellow. The short looks. Huh? Have I seen the shorts too? Did you lose some shorts? Somebody left their shorts here the other day, but it said they belonged to Calvin Klein. I don't know who that is, but I was just thinking it was somebody from the future. It is really hot out here. But yeah, this is Ricky Rat. Mm-hmm. You gotta speak out loud if you want them to hear you. Well, I was just thinking that the life is so precious that we should all just be friends and get to know each other and not be afraid to really just speak what's on our minds so we can just get on with our day. Support each other in the ways that really matter. Hey, I I would agree with that, Ricky. Shut the hell up. I wasn't talking to you. Oh, sorry. I was talking to all of you. My name's Ricky. Ricky Rat. And I love you. The guy here on this channel, he don't love you. He don't love you like I do. You know that. So now you come on over to my channel, Ricky Rat, at youtube.com. And we're going to hook you up with some free bunny ears and rat ears if you want them. We got Ricky Rat ears. We got Ricky Rat bunny ears. I took them off of a Ricky Rat bunny. That old costume I used to wear back in the 70s and stuff. Everybody remembers that. So just come on over and we'll talk about it. Hey, wait, hey. This isn't fair. I drew you. No, well, sometimes the creature stirs and it takes over you. That's what I talk about all the time. Always being obsessed with the likes of you. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Well, I don't believe you. Look, I'm doing it right now. I literally drew you. I created you. I want to draw little hairs, like just little hairs on your face. Right there. Because I think you would look better with hair. I agree. Well, that's finally something we agree on then. You little... Alright, what were you going to say? Nothing. No, go ahead. Say it. I was going to say you little shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but then I wanted to say nut, but then that wouldn't have. Mice don't really go after nuts, do they?
Only if we really want to hurt you.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Makes sense. Well, okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect execution. Now, if anybody wants to buy this, let's start the bidding. 4 pounds of gold or 20 strands of copper. 17 bones in a row, straggled together with cat gut. I'm good with that. We can start the bidding at 3 Santas and a sleigh. Um, it, 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 Simon, don't tell anybody. But this baby's going to the Met. Mm-hmm. That's the Museum of Modern Art. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna force my way in. Oh my God. I'm gonna force my way in there. Hold on a second. I'm gonna force my way in there if I. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna force myself into anywhere. What do we do? Huh? What? I'm not forceful. If people look at my art, that's cool. If not, whatever. It doesn't bother me. I heard once that somebody didn't look at my art. That's what I was just thinking of. That poor art. It was just like, look at me. Look at me. And I was watching this guy walk by. He didn't even look. Whoa, hey, that's right. I need some water. When you leak this much, you gotta have some water around. All right. Now I've got blue, and this is where I would come in with the blue and just highlight the ears, and I would just go like, "Whoa, hey, how you doing?" And just a little, maybe just moving over there and over here. Oh, maybe over here too. And then what's that? He's rattled. All right, I've got to go sleep upside down and get some rest. I've got to go sleep upside down, hanging off a rafter in the barn, and get some rest until nightfall, because I got some work to do tonight after dark. Oh shit! I thought that was turned off. I shouldn't have said that. Oh. Whew. 2 stories in a grub. Coming up next on the BBBBC. After dark. Poor thing. Never had a chance. Anyways, thanks, Gene. You have a good night. Simon, you take care. You take care out there. For me. For me. Okay, everybody else, get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. Or get on my lawn, mow it, and then leave it. Get off my lawn and mow it and leave it. Get off my lawn. Something like that. That's how Granddaddy used to sing it anyways. Back before he built the railroads. He was a good man, but he shouldn't have built the railroads by himself. He's a pathetic old man. They had to start all over after he was done because he did such a shoddy job. They couldn't even use the stuff, all the metal and everything that he used, because it was all shoddy. But, you know, an honest man once said, you can lie through your teeth and anybody will believe you as long as you got money in your ball cap. Man, I tend to agree with that. Yeah, I think that's just good. So in the meantime, everybody have a wonderful night. And be creative if you can. And support people that you love. Support those who ask for money. By the way, it's too soon. I have to give it some pause. Wait a second or two. Okay. Don't forget to send money. You can put it into a little card, an envelope, and usually if you just write the letter S on it with a line through it, and just throw it in the air, a pigeon usually will fly by, grab it, and it'll be on its way to me. There is no other way to send me money, unfortunately. So, if you can follow those few simple rules, it's best to do it when you are near a pigeon. Just walk near a pigeon, and it should do the rest. Other than that, it's been wicked. It's been wicked catching up with everybody. It's been wicked. That's all. I love you. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you, Pastor. Bye bye, Jay. Bye, Robert, if you're still there, and Simon. Hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks for the likes and thanks for the company. I hate goodbyes, but I'll see you soon. Take care now.